€2 2 miles and half a furlong and more. Huge prize money. As you can see, 60,000 in total prize money. And number 1 is Pick Sue, the grade 7, the Willie Mullins, of course, a Royal Ascot winner. Paul Townend rides the top weight. 2, Tudor City is Dennis O'Regan. Number 3 is Rokonga, your 11-4 favourite for the Killashee Handicap hurdle. Mark Walsh will do the steering. 4, Western Boy, Jody McGarvey, a dark runner definitely. Number 5, Sanibel Island, Jack Kennedy. 6, Light That is the mount of Robbie Power. Number 7, Vinard is many people's idea of the winner. Gordon Elliott trained. The jockey will be Davy Russell. Number 8, Miles to Memphis. Sneezy Foster trains. Mark Enright will ride. Number 9, David Mullins will ride. Number 10, Clara Sorrento is Brian Cooper. And number 11, Dakota Moret, the mount of Chris Meehan, taking £7 off. Rokonga is your 11-4 favourite. 4-1 Vinard, and a dream still alive. Up what, £29, Tom Lee, and she's still winning.
She just keeps on winning, and it was, of course, the latest pit stop was Limerick, and the market suggesting a bit of support around for her today. The run could continue. It could be 5 on the bounce. Favourite strong Rokonga, winner at Cork last time out on the flat, crucially not hurdling as he is today. Working through them, Vinard has been in some real tough races. Second last week to Thomas Hobson. Only had a week to try and recuperate from that particularly week, and it's important to point these out. The ones that the market really not speaking in favour of. Number 2, Tudor City, who also won at Fairyhouse, a maiden hurdle last week, and also further down your card slightly, Western Boy, who was just being nibbled last night, 16s and 14s, not so now, 20-1, seemingly unfancied. And the other one we should just mention, Willie Mullins, of course he's on a roll, the 1-2 in the Grade 1 to open our programme. His Peak Sue being supported now, 12s into 10-1.
Rokonga, of course, the horse trained by Edward O'Grady, 130, 3-1 now, 11-4, won at Cork over 10 furlongs 10 days ago. That seems to be the class horse of the race.
And I'm joined by Edward O'Grady, trainer of Rokonga. Edward, the spin in the flat last time, is that just to sharpen him up for this?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We thought he needed a run somewhere, and the idea was to leave him right to come here.
And that was the 1-2 in the yard at Cork, so the yard are hitting form at the right time?
Yeah, I won't say they surprised me, but I suppose I was very happy they ran so well. I thought they ran a bit better than I expected, actually.
And Rokonga, he's a horse who hasn't run over hurdles since the autumn time. Is that because of the ground that you kept him away from that?
Well, he got a £13 penalty for winning down in Killarney last August, and he then went and won on the flat, and there was some very big handicaps coming up, and we thought we'd concentrate on those just for the rest of the season, for no other reason.
Very good. And you're saying the horse that finished second to him in Cork, Le Vagabond, he also goes this week?
Yeah, we hope to run him on Thursday. In the same race, it's a 0-1-2-3 that this fella ran in last year. We hoped he'd win, and he didn't, but he got a very bad cut in the race, and today he's now in a step up to a 0-150, so it's a big step up for him, so we'll just keep our fingers crossed.
Best of luck here and later in the week.
Many thanks indeed, Andrew.
Yeah, Edward trains Rokonga, the one we're having a look at here. It's always nice to see Edward and JP together, because I call them the old firm back, what is it, the early 70s or something, when the likes of Drumlargan, mid-70s anyway, when they were holding court at Cheltenham. And this is a decent sort now, where he's won 3 of his last 4, all on the flat. But there's number 7, Ted, there's
Vineyard, yeah. Davy Russell, this fella for Gordon Elliott. This fella had run a cracking race behind Thomas Hobson at Fairyhouse only a week ago. Big run there. He ran well behind Ballyandy at Newbury before that in the Schweppes. He's got a huge chance. That's number 7, Vineyard.
And Tudor City, I think he's got a bit of a squeak too, more than a bit of a squeak. He's going to be a big player. He's been a big player all winter. But interestingly, he's only got the 1 win to show for it, and that was last time out. He won by 9 lengths. He beat Agent Baru and Broken Soul at Fairyhouse to win his maiden. Before that, though, he'd been, runner-up in the Coral Hurdle at Leopardstown.
9 is a dream still alive. Well, Henry Dunrobin has had a good year, and this mare has added to it as well too. He's done a great job with her. She started off in the high 90s over hurdles, crawled her way all the ways up now to a 121 and still winning. She's gone for 5 in a row here, and David Mullins, who rode her last winner, gets a great tune out of her. She likes to bowl along up there.
Western Boy is number 4, the next one we have a look at here. He hasn't run since ran at the Curragh last August, beginning of last August, so he might well need the race, but you might remember him in this race last year, and he was going really well to 2 out where he lost his rider. Got a little bit of a chance.
Number 1 is Peak Sue. He ran no sort of race the last day behind Conduct Yourself at Cork over the Easter. He'd want to come back to... He's got terrific flat form. He's a Royal Ascot winner. If he came back to that, he has a big shout. But as we said beforehand, ifs and buts aren't much good to you when you're in the betting ring.
If you like horses in form and trainers in form, this is the one for you. This is Like That, number 6, Robbie Power for Jesse Harrington. Stables in great order. This horse is in great order. 10 days ago, he went to Cork for a handicap over 10 furlongs, and he came home handily with Colin O'Donoghue. He won half a length or so, but it was a good effort. A little bit of betting.
Yes, Rokonga 3-1. Tom Lee.
Yeah, it's a really open picture, this. Rokonga no longer favourite on the betting exchanges. That's Vaynard, who only ran so well last week at Fairy House. Also coming in very strong each way, number 8, Miles to Memphis. And also now Clara Sorrento showing at 9 and 10 to 1 here. Very popular, those two each way, numbers 8 and 10 on your race card.
Sanibel Island looked like he's getting a bit keen there at the start with Jack Kennedy. Just acting a maggot a bit on his old toes. One in the background there, just having a look as well to whether she'd go or not.
Tony O'Hare, all yours.
Off and running, same distance as the previous race, 2 miles and half a furlong. And going to the first, it's A Dream Still Alive on a 5-timer who leads them, followed by on the inside Like That, and then comes Miles to Memphis, and between horses is Dakota Moret, and they're followed by the Grey Peak Sioux, and then Sanibel Island. Rokonga is next ahead of Tudor City, and they're followed by Western Boy. Then comes Clara Sorrento, and bringing up the rear in the early stages is Vaynard. Up towards flight number 2, and it's A Dream Still Alive, and David Mullins, who leads. Like That on the inside, Robbie Power. They're followed by Dakota Moret. They're all safely over and going to the top of the hill, about to swing right-handed and go onwards towards flight number 3. A Dream Still Alive from Like That in second. They're followed by Dakota Moret. And then comes Miles to Memphis in fourth. Then Peak Sioux on the inside of Sanibel Island. Rokonga is next with Tudor City. And they're followed over that by Western Boy. Back to the rear of the field we find Clara Sorrento and Vaynard as they run down towards flight number 4, and it's A Dream Still Alive in the lead by a couple of lengths to Like That in second. Dakota Moret shows third. On his outside in fourth place we have Miles to Memphis, and then Peak Sioux the Grey, followed by Sanibel Island, Tudor City on the inside of Rokonga, then Vaynard, and they're followed by Western Boy. Back marker over that is Clara Sorrento. As they make the turn, taking them into the back straight, and A Dream Still Alive out in front by about 3 lengths. Like That shows second. The big noseband on the outside is Miles to Memphis. Alongside that one is Dakota Moret. Then Peak Sioux ahead of Sanibel Island in the green colours. Then we have the first colours of JP McManus, Rokonga on his inside. As they go to this is Tudor City. As they come towards this flight number 5, A Dream Still Alive by 2.5 lengths to Like That in second. Miles to Memphis shows third, about a neck in front of Dakota Moret, and they're followed by Peak Sioux, Sanibel Island, and then comes Rokonga. As they go on now towards the last one in the back straight, this is 4 from home. A Dream Still Alive from Like That in second, and then comes Dakota Moret. On the right of the picture is Miles to Memphis, Peak Sioux along the inside, then Sanibel Island. They're followed by Tudor City, Rokonga, and then Vaynard. Behind him is Western Boy, and back at the tail of the field is Clara Sorrento. Turning off the back, 3 left to jump. A Dream Still Alive from Like That, Dakota Moret, Miles to Memphis, Sanibel Island getting closer, Peak Sioux still handy on the inside, and then comes Rokonga. As they come up towards 3 out, A Dream Still Alive, Like That on the outside, and they're followed over by Dakota Moret as they race towards the second last, and the big noseband of Like That goes to the front. A Dream Still Alive still there on the inside. They're followed by Miles to Memphis. Just behind these is Sanibel Island with Peak Sioux as they clear the second last. Like That and A Dream Still Alive on the inside. These two battle for the lead. Peak Sioux has got to run through on the inside when Western Boy is making ground on the outside of Miles to Memphis, and they're followed in by Sanibel Island as they turn for home. A long run to the final flight. Like That, A Dream Still Alive on the rail. Coming there on the outside is Western Boy under Jody McGarvey. Peak Sioux just behind them, Miles to Memphis, then Vaynard as they come now towards the final flight. A Dream Still Alive and Like That as they come to the final flight now. and it's a Dream Still Alive and Western Boy on the outside. Then comes Like That as they race into the closing stages, and it's Western Boy who's out in front. Like That trying to come back. In third place is a Dream Still Alive, then Peak Sue, Sanibel Island and Baynard, but it's Western Boy from Like That second, third a Dream Still Alive, four is Peak Sue. Finishing well from the back was Clara Sorrento. But victory in the 4:55, the Killashee Handicap Hurl has gone to number 4, Western Boy, trained by Pat Fahey for JP McManus and written by Jody McGarvey.
Well, a nice one for Pat Fahey, a nice one for Jody McGarvey, a good one for JP as well, but more importantly for Pat Fahey and Jody McGarvey. I'm not sure more importantly, but he was cantering all the way. He came full of horse there. He doesn't see him in the picture. A Dream Is Still Alive is just in front of Jesse's runner there, Like That on the outside. But just watch the green colours with the star on the cap. He comes there absolutely cantering under Jody McGarvey. Lovely patient ride. Peak Sue was on a cracker. He finished fourth. The two that are in front at the moment finished second or third. But look at Jody McGarvey arrives here in Western Boy, full of running. The son of Antonius Pius, smart, flat horse himself. Look at that. If you're betting and running there, you'd love to be on him. Two boys in front are flat to the boards, David Mullins and Robbie Power, and he's full of horse. Doesn't beat him as far as you think he's going to beat him, but he beats him enough. Vineyard is on the inside, the favourite. He just drops away. Peak Sue keeps going to be fourth, but once Jody sets about this fella, he quickens up well and he wins a couple of lengths. I thought the way he was travelling going to the last, he was going to absolutely destroy them, but he's beat him well enough. Lovely one for Pat Fahey. Like That has run a cracker back in second, and A Dream Is Still Alive has run a cracker as well under 121 to be third. Peak Sue back to something like his best, finishes fourth, the grey. And for those of you, now I don't want to get boring money wise, Willie Mullins picks up $3,000 there, and Gordon I think maybe fourth or fifth, but you'd have to, it's the highlight and what people are talking about. But the winner has won well. Jody has given him a cracking ride.
We can hear from the winning trainer now. Who's with Tracy?
Yes, he certainly did do it well. Pat, many congratulations. He rode him so confidently. He did it very easily, didn't he?
Yeah, like last year he was coming just the same way, but he was very unlucky to get brought down. And he said he'd go out and try and do the same again. So this time we didn't get it wrong.
This time it worked out for you.
Yeah, it worked out great, but you know, it was a long time since he ran before, and like Frank looked at it, you know, we left it up to ourselves to have him ready for today, and it was great. It worked out.
Yes, it's good when a plan comes together, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's brilliant, you know, and no matter how ready you are, you're always worried about your first run back after a long time, but you know, we have a system now that seems to be working, and I'm very happy with it, and you know, I was very happy with that horse because I love him all the days of his life. We just love him all the time, you know, he's been very good to us. So it's great for JP and great for Frank, great for Natalie and Connor at home, and it's great for the yard, a small yard, same as Pat Kelly, and we seem to get the odd winner, you know.
Great to have one here at the festival, and Jody was superb on him, but you could see him looming along, and he had so much in hand, didn't he?
Well, he had a little bit in hand, maybe, you know, he won well, but Jody's riding very well at the moment, and he's getting great confidence this year, so it's great to see him being able to do that with a good horse.
Great to see you in the Woodlands enclosure. Well done, Pat.
Thanks very much, Tracy.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done to Pat, well done to
Western Boy and Jody McGarvey, fantastic result for them. And there is Undersue. He is the big star today, and he comes up next in the Boyle Sports Champion Chase. Now we're going to break for Nocht, as we will every day until Saturday, and Undersue will come next. So join us in good time for the big one at 5:30, the Champion Chase.